Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your extended for the day. My name is Jane, and I'm sending you so much love, light, and blessings. And yeah, we're gonna look at the beautiful reading that we had yesterday. And like I said, I left these cards here because, like I said, I didn't say it, but I am gonna say it. I left these cards here because they spoke to me. It was like a full-on complete sentence when they came out. You, the muse, lead your metamorphosis. You are light, so accept and receive. Beautiful message. Just follow this week, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to free you, liberate you, bring you freedom, happiness. And liberation is such a beautiful word, and I want you to keep it first and foremost in the forefront of your head, your mind, your energy field. Liberation, okay? Liberate yourself from the past hurts, from the pains, so that you're able to just move forward. Okay, so transformation. Transition, liberation was the first words, and it came in the member video. I'm using the Kawaii, I think it's called Kawaii Tarot. This is a very playful tarot. I feel a lot of joy and love this week for it, so I decided I was going to use it. So here we go. We're going to go into that. Three of Wands, look at that. So you're taking the lead into this. You're going into this transformation. Look at this. This is such a cute card. This is such a cute card, okay? You are leading, you are moving into this transformation. Maybe not at 100 miles an hour, because the Three of Wands is putting things in motion. It's launching, it's going, it's taking those, the optimistic steps towards your goals. Like I was telling everybody, everything that I'm going through in the last little while, it comes in little spurts. And every little spurts that comes in helps me out to move forward, take another step, move forward in another place, okay? It frees me. It's very wonderful. Now, the block is a Magician, and the way that I saw it yesterday was kind of, the thing is that when you're busy clearing out, you don't always know what tools are being offered or what tools are going to become, in French it's disponible, in other words, accessible to you. Okay, it may not be apparent right away, the powerful tools that are manifesting from those changes, but it will. Okay, so don't try. It's in other words, don't try to walk. Don't try to run before you walk, or walk before you crawl. All of that. Okay, give yourself the chance to do all of the different things you need to do and feel the things that you need to feel in order to move forward. Okay. So, you have the Knight of Wands here, but it came in reverse, and it's a very cute card. But if you look at it this way, the Magician, yeah, one obstacle at a time, okay? Not too many at a time, so it's saying, don't try to figure out this obstacle right away, okay? Because when you're going through it, like I said, when you're going through it, you don't always realize the tools that you're getting. And if you're trying to figure out the tools while you're going through the transformation, it's just too much to do. Okay? It's just too much. So give yourself time to breathe, to go through the healing, to take one step at a time, and then just move forward in just one step at a time. One step at a time. Just remember that. That's all. That's all you need to remember. So, yeah. And this is also the Knight of Wands, okay? At your core, at the bottom, it's the same card, but this one's in reverse. This is your ground. You want to meet the obstacles, right? You want to take off running. You want to hit the ground running. And that is, I think, the biggest thing. As individuals, I have the answer now, I can do it. Okay? So, but the Ace of Swords is coming in. It's like, let yourself get clarity first. Let yourself have the breakthrough first. You need to have the breakthrough, because if you're running after to meet up the challenges and the obstacles, but you're not quite sure what they are, you're just running for no reason, right? You're just battling, you're chasing clouds, windmills, whatever. You're not entirely sure what you're trying to overcome. So clarity needs to be first. The Ace of Swords, clarity, breakthrough, clarity. You know, like, okay, yeah, you have to get your arrow straight. You got to get your focus on. So absolutely. At your crown, you have the King of Acorns, which is optimism and innovation. Okay, you will get there, and your higher self knows this, because to me, your crown is your higher self. It knows more than you do, always. Sometimes you think, oh, I know it's part of me. Yeah. But sometimes we lock it out enough that sometimes we're not getting quite the clear picture of it. Okay? Right. So, with it, you get the Queen of Wands. Okay? But she's like this right now. What's happening, you have both the King and the Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands is in reverse. And I'm going to explain this to you. Right now, there's a little bit of an imbalance. You've received a little bit, but you want to take massive action on things, right? You want to go. You want to take the lead. I want to go, want to go, want to go. But your queen is still receiving, okay? This is almost like putting her upside down is like saying she's the cup, right? She is, you turn her around to receive, okay? That's what I feel. I feel like it's going, you're just a little off. This is just saying this. You're just a little off. You're perfectly in, okay, you're in balance. You just need to give yourself time. Okay, it's almost like saying, tomorrow you'll get it. Just sleep on it. That's all I feel here. I always feel like, just sleep on it. Tomorrow you can take the lead on it. You're still very much in the lead. You're the leader. You know, the power is all yours. Just like the magician. You have the power. Just give yourself time. Just give yourself time to get a fuller picture of what's going on. That's it. That's it. That's all. No big, you know, no big fanfare, no big thing about that. Okay, so before, love. I love that. You have love, which is choice and trust. I love that. Choice is choosing. Choosing love. Choosing harmony. Choosing union, choosing cooperation, choosing to feel and see things in a much better way. Okay, committing to well-being and happiness. And you have the Ace of Wands. Now this, again, look at all these wands coming in. But the Ace of Wands is like being inspired. I think that love is a little bit, feels a little bit like inspiration. Because joy and love are very close together. They're close to each other. Okay? You have them... Sometimes they're indistinguishable. That was a big word for Jane here. Okay, so from each other, right? When you have that energy, and it's the wands is also sexuality, right? So sometimes, remember as a young girl, you thought, you know, sexuality and love were just everything was the same. It still is for me, but I've realized that it isn't for some people. Some people, they just, you know, they're two very different things. And I realize for my male equivalents, and I've spoken with my husband at length about this, it's not always the case for men, especially young men, right? Sex is about a need, and love is a very different thing. But for a very romantic Pisces, such as myself, young girl, well, love and sex were all the same. So it's just to make a point that sometimes these things get confused, okay? But they're very much... The reason they get confused is because they're very close to one another. A feeling of energy and inspiration it's fire, right? And it brings in all of the same good feelings, a lot of the same good feelings. So that's what they want you to concentrate on. Joy, happiness, love. Now you're going to say, do you want me to also enjoy sex? Well, why not? If you have a partner who's in for it, why not? I wouldn't, you know, suggest just haphazard sex. I don't think it fills the soul very much. But, you know, whatever you like, it's your life, right? But I would say this isn't the point. The point is joy and happiness, love. It's something that surrounds you and fills you with something more than just a need. It's an energetic vibration. Okay, so instead concentrate on that. It could be, it doesn't have to be attraction. It can be, most likely it isn't attraction. It is something that just fills you with love. Like I was speaking of parental love, this is the kind of love that I was focusing on. Okay, so, and in the future, what's coming in is the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And she brings in comfort and prosperity. I like that. Comfort and prosperity. Very nice. All right, so let's see what comes out with her. And it is, again, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so love. So you go from, look at all these aces coming out. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 so far. Okay. If, actually, did we get all of them? Yeah, we got all of them. No? Yeah, Ace of Swords. What's the one that's missing, you guys? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. You notice how I do that? Like I'm expecting you guys to actually answer? Man, that would be cool if you could. Wouldn't it? Maybe one day. Let's put our hope to the universe that one day I can have you all in the room while I'm doing these readings and you guys can, like, you know, chime in. Might get busy, but it might be fun too. So yeah, it's about, it's when joy and inspiration turns into love. I love that. Because you go, love may have been just joy and inspiration, but eventually it's going to turn into comfort, prosperity, and love. It's like the natural evolution of what's going to happen from the past to the near future. This is, you are leading up to, that's what it almost feels like. You are leading up to that. This metamorphosis is going to lead you to more, to great love. From small love to great love. To a little joy, to love, to great love. Okay? Okay, I'm done. So 6 of Shells is what people think of you, and it's sentiment. Look at it. Look, look, look. Joy. Here it is. Joy, sentiment, and joy. Here we go. Okay? That's how they're seeing things right now. Sentiment and joy at your end. How you are feeling. What you're doing. And the 7 of Coins is in reverse. Why is half this deck in reverse? But whatever. Okay, it's fine. The 7 of Coins in reverse is not a bad thing. Okay? Because this is usually assessment. And this is last year. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles. This is like a lot of choices. Which ones do I keep? Which ones do I leave behind? You see this poor bear almost looks like exasperated with the choices or the stuff that he's figuring out. Okay, taking a bite, figuring out which one's good, which one, I don't know. Too much to do. Too much to do, too much to assess. I think what this one is saying right here is that people have seen you kind of pick and choose from, like, the stuff that matters to you, sentiment and joy, okay? Like, I'll use me as an example just to help you understand. So just to break from, you know, when you give an example, people understand you a lot better. So maybe I had a lot of things on my table from my past that I wanted to deal with. But what I've been doing is systematically taking one thing at a time, okay? From my past, something that brought sentiment, maybe not always joy, but pain. And but I brought the sentiment and joy back. In other words, I had a bad relationship with my father. I dealt with that here, but I'm no longer here because it's in reverse. Now all I feel is the sentiment, joy, and happiness. The times that we laughed, and really laughed till we cried. The good times. The times that bring love. The times that really mattered. Okay? Because there's a lot, we can bring a lot of strife and a lot of problems, and people can bring all their different baggages in, and it causes all of this. But in there somewhere, there's usually some kind of connection. And I think that's what is coming back. That's been dealt with. Now all that's left is sentiment and joy. And people are seeing you do that, right? Just like you guys are seeing me do that with my parents. I may have had problems with them, but now all I am really focusing on is the sentiment, joy, and love that I feel from them, from both the past and even the current dreams that I'm having of them where they're bringing in love. Okay, so you understand. So next up is how you're dealing with Six of Crystals, synergy and gratitude, and that sounds exactly right, because you're bringing things back into balance, and that's okay. You're finding your personal sense of balance, which is excellent. That's all you really need to do, okay? You need to find your personal sense of balancing things. It's a give and take. I give you my strife, okay? I give you my strife, and I get back love. I deal with the problem, I get liberation. Okay, so this is what's happening. And the Eight of Wands, to explain, look how beautiful this card is, though. Oh my God, look at it. Look at it. Okay, we'll just look at it for a minute. I know it's doing all kinds of weird things to me. Okay, so Eight of Wands, beautiful. Then you get progress. This is the best part. By putting yourself back into balance and going, yeah, I took that, and yeah, I'm going to let it go. And I dealt with this. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to hash it out. I'm going to take the pain, figure out why it's causing me pain, cry it out, understand it. And then I'm going to take the tools from it and move forward. Wow, look at this progress. Progress, progress, progress. So for everything you do, instead of getting, instead of holding on to it and making it toxic, you've actually just rolled it into something that you can use. Okay, yeah, it's just great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep going. So your hopes and your fears, King of Feathers. The King of Feathers in this one is written logic and justice. I have a love-hate with justice, because justice is also, I find, sometimes a little bit too constraining, right? The scales of justice have to be equal. You look at it, this has to add up to this, okay? But if I have two nail polishes here, which is kind of funny, but these are clear coat, and I'm not promoting any brand. See, there's no names. If you put them, and I love the way, look, black and white, anyway, black and silver, whatever. If you put them on a scale, they're pretty equal, okay? They would be equal on each side. The problem comes, though, with justice, is that it's not always this black and white, okay? Sometimes you have things that are maybe equally in weight, but one is worth more than the other. Like, I may ask some of you, well, this is equal on each side. So it wouldn't matter which one you choose, but some of you would want this one while others would want this one. That's a personal difference, right? And that's where justice doesn't really, it's not 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 anymore, because we're all very original, authentic, weird little creatures that have our own stuff, right? And not everything makes sense. It's the same way that you can't teach. I mean, at one point it was great to teach the basic to kids, but you're expecting them to learn all in the same way, and you can't. Everybody's got their own way of learning. You can teach the basics, and that's fine. But in my day, if one didn't learn, they were a troublesome child, instead of maybe realizing that everybody learns in their own different way, right? Maybe one was so intelligent he was bored and acting out. There's all these different things. But those weren't taken into consideration. We're all supposed to be the same. And that's where the Justice card is. Justice. Justice. You have to, And he's about the big picture, which is great. Sometimes you need to see the big picture. The big picture gives you a great perspective. The problem is that sometimes you have your own picture. And you have to take into consideration all the other energies. This is energy of air, of mind. Sometimes it's not logical. Sometimes it's about the heart. So you want to see the big picture, but you also want that personal balance. Okay, that's Six of Crystals. So that's your hopes and fears. And let's see here what is going to give us for all these cards in reverse. 4 swords. Okay. So, I'm going to show it to you. They're upright. So cute. Look. Oh, we're taking a break. So this is definitely a point. I feel that this stops you from healing. See? Because that's in reverse too. But because both of them are in reverse, yeah, that's kind of what it's saying. If you do it this way, you're not going to heal. And that's definitely what you want to do. You want to heal, you want to rest, you want to move. You want to heal, you want to rest, you want to move. It's that kind of a ebb and flow. And the more you do this, the stronger you get. The more you do this, the less stops getting on your nerves. Because the triggers that were there initially, that you're working through, start releasing their grip on you. Do you understand? Okay. So, the outcome is the 10 of crystals. Stability and attainment. Ooh. Attaining your powerful self. Getting into your powerful self. Power is an illusion. Okay. Attaining all that you can be, then. How about that? Okay. Being a stable influence in your own life. Nice. Yes. That's the outcome. Okay. It's a big fix. And I would say that, usually I would say the 10 of Wands is terrible. That it's a terrible burden. But not for this card, you guys. I'm not going to say that. Look at that. Look at the gifts and the blessings. It's almost like you're going to get burdened by how much you're going to receive. This is what this card means to me today. You're going to feel the burden of abundance. Well, you know, shouldn't we all? Look at that. Heart and toys and the star and the wheel of fortune and this. You're gonna be able to bite into life full throttle because you're gonna get so much out of it. Yeah, and he doesn't look unhappy at all. He looks kind of happy. Okay? It says, oh, but Jane, isn't that biting off more than you can chew? Absolutely not. He's holding on to all of it. And he's really happy. Okay? Have so many blessings that even if you drop some, you're not going to be mad. That's what I'm going to tell you this. Have so many blessings. Have so much gratitude. Walk in the beauty of your life. Okay? The liberation and freedom that even if you drop some, the only thing that's going to cross your mind is somebody else who needs it is going to be able to pick it up behind me. Because I have plenty to give. I have plenty for myself. I'm holding on to all my goodies. And if I drop one, well, somebody else will reap the rewards for it. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, these readings have taken a lot out of me. I probably should have I did 3 of these today. I did the member, I did the Sunday video, and I did today's video. And I think it was a bit much, but they were so worthy of doing. Okay. Yeah. The next one that came in is the distraction of shiny things, and I have to tell you that I was talking about the devil this morning, and there's that number, the 15. Okay, and I'm going to read this one to you because I still say the devil gets a bad rap. I think he's awesome because when you see him, you know he's bad, right? When we see him in movies, oh, that's a bad dude. That's a bad dude. But what does a bad dude make you know? You know he's the bad dude. How do you know? Because he makes you feel bad and he gives you the EBGBs and you look at him, you get scared, you get whatever. And he ultimately makes you realize that you need something better. You need to get out of there. You need to move. You need to, bring things back into alignment. So we have to thank him for that. Thank you for showing yourself for who you are. We know you're bad. And we know that there's good. Okay? Without you, we wouldn't know how good it is. You make the good feel better, which is awesome. Okay? All right. So, this card comes in Not talking about the devil, talking about the distraction of shiny things. Okay. Taking stock and leveraging your strengths. And the strength of discernment, exactly. Knowing that the devil's not bad, he just shows you what feels bad. And he shows you where to go towards the light, right? And knowing exactly what's right for you and what's not right for you at this time. Okay? Okay, so it says you've got a big purpose, a mission, a whole big, beautiful life to create. Stay the course, silly magpie. Don't get distracted by the allure of the many glittery options you see, most of which aren't what you truly desire. Sometimes the path toward your desires will sway, but the overall north should remain stable. Else you'll find yourself flying in circles. This is kind of funny because if you saw it yesterday, I actually said that. You know, if you stay, like I was talking, I gave the example. Therapy is wonderful, except you stay in it 10 years trying to deal with the same problem, then you're going around in circles, which is no good. And that's exactly what it's saying here. Don't get stuck going in circles. You've been doing a whole lot of pivoting lately. It's time to look at the underlying reason why. So that's dealing with the problem, making yourself vulnerable, raw, and understanding what is stopping you. Do you have a flight plan? Or are you gliding around aimlessly, unsure where to go next? Use your longings as a barometer of what's possible for your life, avoiding the temptation, that is usually the devil card, to emulate other people's shiny lives. While it's perfectly fantastic and strategic to do a little competitive analysis, do it from a place of confident curiosity and not from a place of unhealthy comparison. Focus on finding your own powerful glow instead, for nothing in the world is more magical. There you go. Don't worry about meaningless things. Worry about important things like love, right? Beautiful, beautiful love. So I guess this could be also another message that comes with the King of Feathers, which is absolutely beautiful. And remember, you, the muse, lead your metamorphosis. You are light. So accept and receive it. And let it shine. Let it shine. Okay? Keep repeating it. If you need this video, come back to it at the beginning of the week and read these cards again. Understand them. And go forward with them. So this has been your extended. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to come back because there's some other great, wonderful videos this week, as always. And I'm sending you love, light, and blessings always. Take good care of yourself. And have you taken care of yourself today? I hope so. I'll see you later. Bye for now.